Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc's Dumpster, where it's a review of the movie Sherlock Holmes, the Asylum version. Dr. Watson is telling his nurse of a time where he and Sherlock Holmes had a run-in with, well, I'll explain here in a minute. The first case they try to investigate, and this is supposed to be a case that they were never going to speak of again. First case is about a giant octopus that apparently shipwrecks a ship. And then a dinosaur runs amok. Sherlock deduces that this is impossible, that an octopus would attack a ship, and a dinosaur would run amok in 18 something or other. So he deduces that they were mechanical, and apparently the name of the guy who's doing all this is called Spring-Heeled Jack. So as Sherlock and Dr. Watson keep investigating all the weird things that are happening, especially with this dinosaur running around attacking people, Sherlock finally finds out that it is actually his brother Thorpe who is doing all of this stuff. Why? Because Thorpe is paralyzed, and he does not like the fact of being paralyzed. And he kind of blames his brother for it. So when Sherlock and Dr. Watson meet up with Thorpe, they find out Thorpe has a mechanical girlfriend named Ivory. So then Sherlock finds out that Thorpe is wanting to destroy Buckingham Palace using a dragon. It's getting weirder, folks. So Thorpe decides to build a dragon to try and go to Buckingham Palace. And of course, Sherlock tries to stop his brother, while Dr. Watson tries to stop Ivory. So it's a battle between humans and robots, pretty much. And did I forget to mention that apparently Thorpe made a mechanical suit where he could walk around again? Yeah, a lot of mechanical stuff being done in this movie. So anyway, Sherlock stops Thorpe from destroying Buckingham Palace with his dragon, and Thorpe goes to try to shoot Dr. Watson later on, but Sherlock stops him, and then the movie pretty much ends with Dr. Watson passing away, and then Watson visits the grave. Watson's nurse visits his grave, while Ivory visits the grave of Sherlock's brother. I guess that kind of makes sense. It's an Asylum movie. What can you expect? So now the big question is, does the Asylum's Sherlock Holmes belong in a dumpster? Yeah, it turns out they took all the mechanical stuff in this movie. They decided to take it to the junkyard and see if they could sell the parts for scrap metal. Yeah, this movie's pretty bad. I mean, I'll admit I've never seen the Robert Downey Jr. version of Sherlock Holmes, and to be honest with you, I don't really have much intentions to, because I'm not exactly the biggest Robert Downey Jr. fan. I mean, he has done some movies that were actually pretty good, but this movie really just makes you scratch your head and go, I'm not much of a history buff or a science buff, but I don't really know if it was possible for 1880 something or other to have mechanical gears and things like that working. Maybe they did back then. I don't know. But the Asylum will pretty much make you try to believe anything when they do a mockbuster. But this movie's all kinds of bad. It's straight out strange. I'll say that much. You read everything of Sherlock Holmes, and yet for some reason somebody in the Asylum says, how about we have Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson take on a robotic dinosaur, dragon, octopus, and a mechanical man too while we're at it. And somebody there went, yeah. And I'm thinking, you're trying to compete with a Robert Downey Jr. version, and you're giving a low-budget, pretty bad version of Sherlock Holmes, making the movie a joke, or the book series or something. It's pretty awful. I don't think it should be one you should take very seriously, but especially when you got a dinosaur walking around and it looks to be about human size. That's the thing that really got to me, because I'm like, well, it's not exactly Jurassic Park dinosaur size, but still. But there you guys have it, a review of the Asylum's Sherlock Holmes. And how do you feel about it? Let me know in the comments below. Love to hear from you guys. And if you like my videos, always feel free to subscribe. And if you've got a movie you think belongs in a dumpster that hopefully is not mechanical and walking around and putting good movies in there, send it my way and I'll get on it ASAP. Thank you guys so very, very much for watching. And until next time, as always, stay strong and rock on.